What's up, everybody? Welcome back to yet another YouTube video. I'm glad to be back on camera after a hectic 2 weeks. So behind me is the Jetour Dashing, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot of these into the market. Starts at 439,000 rand, with this one coming in at 469,000 rand. So it's quite interesting. Obviously competing against the likes of the Tigo range, the T crosses, the Corolla crosses. So it's going to be quite interesting, obviously, to see how this thing is marketed, what they do for everything. So I'm going to take you around the exterior, the interior, as well as the drive. But I think that it's an interesting design overall, especially with this, shark type of grill, nose, etc. that's going on here. I've got this black accents all over the grill, which is quite cool. Obviously, piano black. Then you've got split daytime running lights. You've got daytime running lights up here, and then your main beams under here with drive your future in it, which is quite interesting. But I think the entire grill obviously looks like a car that we've seen before. Let me know in the comments which car that is, but obviously a very prestigious car. And that's essentially the front. You come across the side, and then you've got these 19-inch alloys, which look really good. They've got this grayish effect in it, obviously dual tone. Then you've got these massive wing mirrors with an indicator lamp in it, pop-up door handles, which are quite cool. However, you do struggle to open it at times, and I've found that rather interesting this week. I just want to show you guys the key before we go far. This is the key, and it looks like an AirPods case, obviously, which is interesting. And it flashes up and it lights up and does all these cool things. But I just want to show you guys this. So when I do try and open it, okay, it does become of an issue. So it feels like your hand is going to get lashed into there. That's just, it doesn't really come out properly. Or maybe it's just my hands or my fingers that are too big, but that's what I've been struggling with. And then you've got, obviously, as you go around, just these really interesting shapes and sizes that you see across the rear. But I'll turn it around and I'll show you guys the rear. For now, let's jump inside. In terms of the interior, I think it looks good. It's it's something that's good on the eyes. It's not too much. It's just a really good looking interior. The one thing that I have a problem with is just how this screen, it's low quality. The pixels are a bit dated. It does feel like it's an older car with this. And obviously, when you look at the likes of the Cherry Tiggo 8 Pro Max or the likes of even the Cherry Tiggo Cross now, it's very bright, it's very updated. So obviously, I'd like to think this is an older product in China. Hence, the steering wheel obviously giving some cues from Mercedes-Benz in terms of even these touch-sensitive buttons, which are really not functional on here, but just gives it a really good look. A flat-bottom steering wheel. You've got some really nice red accents in the car, and even on the door, there's this wood-ish, faux wood things on the door, which I think look good, give it character. Got some design cues that, I'm like, what is this strap, But it's just to make it look really, really good. A massive panoramic sunroof. This seat's also essentially coming from that Mercedes-Benz brand, even the way that they look in terms of the older generation A-Class. So yeah, you've got one wireless charger here, you've got a 12-volt socket up here and two USBs. Only one USB Type-C in the rear, which has been giving me a bit of some issues today. And that's about it. You've got two cup holders in the rear. It's actually quite spacious in the rear. I sat in the rear the other day and I was actually quite impressed. When you come to the rear of the Jetour Dashing, I think this is where it kind of loses it for me, because I think the front looks really, really good. Well, you've got this really good looking LED arrow-ish tail lights. We've got a brake light on here, which looks quite good, I won't lie to you. And then this diffuser on here, why, I don't know, but I think it just gives it into the aesthetics. And when you open the boot, you've got decent amount of boot space in the car. I mean, for a car like this, a compact SUV, I think this is going to be more than sufficient for you guys. So yeah, that is the rear of the Jetour Dashing. Let's take it for a nice drive. Now, in terms of the drive, it's powered by a 1.5 liter turbo petrol engine with 115 kilowatts as well as 230 newton meters of torque. I won't lie to you, it's sluggish. It is sluggish, and that's the one problem that I've had with it. It's not fuel efficient either. They claim 7.8 liters per 100, but I've been getting way higher than that. And I've driven, yes, but fuel is also been a bit of an issue for me, and I don't know how. Maybe Chinese brands need to kind of fix that. I don't know if it's my right foot, but fuel consumption has been an issue for me. Everything's also stacked up in the infotainment system, right? So even your drive modes, you have to look for your drive mode. There's only eco and sport, and yeah, that's essentially the drive. The ride is quite hard. You do feel everything. It's never a ride that you feel fully confident as like you can step on it. But at the end of the day, people who are going to be buying these are not going to be buying it for that. Yes, it's giving a sporty appearance, but you won't be driving it like a sporty car. Flappy pedals do respond a bit late, and I think they're just mostly for show. But yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing that. So yeah, it is a well put together package in terms of look, interior, and obviously the drive has its own downside. But I do think for a person who is doing day-to-day driving, and I must go back to the user and the buyer of this car, and they will probably be happy with this car. Priced also just right, 439,000 rand to 469,000 rand. That is perfect. People who are looking at buying Jimneys, people who are looking at buying Toyota Corolla Crosses, Volkswagen T-Crosses, you know, even the Cherry Tiggo 4 and 6, Cherry Tiggo 4, 7, also that. So you just now look at this, and it's a worthy, compelling product. I mean, you look at the legs of the Hyundai Creators as well. So this is packed with a lot of features. A lot of people will like this. My only qualm is that I don't know what it is about the drivetrain that I can't put my hands together on. Yes, it's a DCT, but there's just something that I can't put my hands together on, which is a bit worrisome, if I can put it that way. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you guys want to see next on the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. Let's gun for the 10,000 subscriber mark. Please, if you're watching right now and you haven't subscribed, click the subscriber button. Help me grow my channel. That's how we get to keep doing, obviously, what we love. Don't forget to also get a code from Naked using the link in my bio as well as the link in the description, and you can save you some massive bucks. As always, thank you for watching. Keep left and pass right if you're in South Africa.